Attorney Rogers, counsel for Mascaro needed to speak to you, as well as I think you needed to speak to Attorney Hatcher about Miles. She knows. She's going to bring that. Okay. But the other two are appeal. What was their name again? That Darius McNeil?
Yep, and Elijah Miles. So Elijah Miles, all of her cases from one stop, so it's the same officer.
Yes.
All of it. No, I wasn't speaking to you, sir. So
Okay, I'm sorry.
Elijah Miles, unmute your microphone, state your full name, please.
Elisha Majon Miles.
All right, Mr. Miles, you have ticket number P1458305, the People versus Elijah, ELISHA, Miles, MYLES. Mr. Miles, on this ticket number, you have 3 counts. They are all civil infractions. Count 1 is straddling traffic lanes. Count 2 is fail to signal. And count 3 is improper lane usage. Which I'm not exactly sure how the officer wrote straddling traffic lanes and improper lane usage as 2 different counts. Sounds the same to me, but you also have ticket number P1458293, misdemeanor for driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle, and misdemeanor for no insurance. Mr. Miles, you are scheduled today for trial and formal hearings. The formal hearings is for the civil infractions. The trial is for the misdemeanor charges, the driving unregistered vehicle and no insurance. You were scheduled for trial for 9 a.m. today. There is necessary witness, a police officer by the name of Terrence Barron, BARRON, badge number 760, with the City of Detroit Police Department. That officer was necessary for the people to proceed with their case. That officer has failed to appear. This court, having no reasonable explanation for his lack of appearance, has to dismiss this matter. It is dismissed without prejudice, sir. That simply means if the officer has a valid reason for not being here, that officer is away, for instance, military leave, sick leave, in another courtroom, something that would be explainable, they can reissue this matter. However, it is dismissed at this time. All the matters are dismissed, so you are free to go, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Officer Scott, you're free to go. Ashley Ward did not appear, and it is after 10 o'clock. So if she does appear after you leave, then we probably will just give her just a new court date.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Good morning. Have a nice day.
You as well.
Darius McNeil, unmute your microphone, state your full name.
This is Darius McNeil.
All right, Mr. McNeil, you have ticket number 173133132. The People versus Darius, Darius. McNeil, McNeal. Excuse me, sir. Mr. McNeil, you have 2 counts. They are both misdemeanors. No operator's license in possession and driver in possession of open alcohol in a motor vehicle. You are scheduled for today for 9 a.m. for a trial, sir. You are present. The necessary witness, which is an officer by the name of Dan Harpenich, HARNPHANICH, badge number 2982 with Detroit Police Department. That officer has failed to appear today. This court has no reasonable explanation for his lack of appearance, but it was scheduled for 9 a.m. The time now is 10:06. So this matter is dismissed, sir. It is dismissed without prejudice. So that simply means if the officer has a valid reason for not being here, he is hospitalized, on military leave, on sick leave, on special assignment in another courtroom, any of those valid reasons for not being here, they can reissue. But today it is dismissed. You are free to go, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Attorney Hatcher, it looks like Sandra Miles fell off unless you told her she could leave.
That's what me and Attorney Rogers were discussing, her matter. So I don't know what the court wants to do with respect to that. She was here and I know she did say she was going in for cancer treatment.
Are we dismissing it?
No, it's not a dismissal, but I have no problem with giving it a new date, a new bench trial or pre-trial, considering she was here and told the court she had a conflict.
Okay, yeah, we can give her a new trial date. I'll set it for,
Well, did we ever have the officer?
the officer is here.
Okay, all right.
I'll set it for January 12th. If she gives me a call or something, I'll adjust it accordingly for or whatever if she needs a different date. But as of right now, we'll just put it for January the 12th. She probably fell off because she was on her. She said she had to start treatment in a few minutes. Did you want to do this on the?
Officer, is that a good date for you, January 12th?
That'll be fun.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I did. I was looking at the wrong name when I didn't see the officer. Okay. All right, officer, stay safe out there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, for the record, this is case number P11511311, the People versus Sandra, Sandra Miles, Miles. Ms. Miles is charged with 2 counts. They are both misdemeanors, disorderly conduct and violation of curfew. Ms. Miles was present today. She indicated that she had some medical treatment that she had attended today. And so we're gonna adjourn this matter. The officer is here as well. Ms. Miles was here. What day did you say we're gonna do this matter for?
January the 12th.
January the 12th. This matter is adjourned to January the 12th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
And then Attorney Rogers, attorney for Marsco wanted to speak to you.
I will invite us to a breakout room.
Attorney Nestor, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sergeant Lewis, good morning. What case are you here for?
Hello, good morning. I'm here on Mascaro, Antonio Mascaro.
Okay. All righty. I believe the city attorney is probably going to speak to you in a few minutes, but she's talking to the defense counsel at the current moment.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
All right. Returning January. There you go.
Attorney Hatcher and Attorney Zaranek, I believe that is everything that we needed you to for last case is a retained case, so you be free to go as long as the judge said I can't tell you that you can leave.
She can't, but she already did, so.
All right, thank
Right.
you both. Have a good day.
Well, we know who gives out the order. We know who gives out the orders, Judge.
Absolutely.
All right.
Miss Miles just
and-
came back.
Yeah, but I say I see Sandra Miles just came back in.
All right.
Miss Miles, we rescheduled your trial for January the 12th because you said you had something you had to handle today. Is that good for you?
Yeah, I'm done now though. But thanks.
Okay.
Wait a minute,
So
wait a
we
minute.
reset it for January.
But I'm done.
She said she's done. We let the officer go, didn't we?
Yeah, the officer's gone.
Yeah.
I
Do you
mean,
want me to discuss the plea with her really quick?
yeah, that's fine. I'll put her in room number 1.
Okay,
Thank you, Attorney Hatcher.
okay.
We're ready for a plea on Mascaro.
Very well. All right, counsel, I'm gonna address your client. All right. Mr. Mascaro, raise your right hand, unmute your microphone, raise your right hand and state your full name, please.
Antonio Michael Mascaro.
Mr. Mascaro, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth, sir?
Yes, sir.
You may lower your hand, Mr. Mascaro. Mr. Mascaro, and as soon as I read the charge, counsel, I'll give you the opportunity to place your name on the record. This is case number Z80882221, the People versus let's see, on this document, Antonio, Antonio, Mascaro, Mascoro. Mr. Mascaro is charged with one count of operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated. Counsel, your appearance, please.
For the record, Peter Torres, P68242, here on behalf of Mr. Mascaro.
Good morning, counsel. Counsel, did you have opportunity to speak with the Assistant Corporation Counsel for the City of Detroit for an offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there something that was offered that your client is interested in taking advantage of?
Yes, Your Honor. So a dismissal of the operating while intoxicated reduced down to an operating while impaired.
Very well. All right, Mr. Mascaro, you've had an opportunity to speak with your attorney about this. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
And you want to take it, I already swore you, sir, and you want to take advantage of the offer that was made by the people?
Yes, sir.
And I just have to do this for the record, sir. You do understand that you have a constitutional right, an absolute right to go to trial. If you went to trial, the prosecution would have to present evidence. You'd have the opportunity to address any witnesses cross-examined or have your attorney cross-examined. You'd have the opportunity to, if there is any physical evidence, you'd have the right to have that examined as well. You'd have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf. If there is any physical evidence, you have the right to have that presented in your trial. You have the right to testify for yourself in trial as well, although that is not required and you cannot be compelled to do so. That would be your choice that you would make with your attorney, how you want to proceed. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
The evidence as presented would have to rise to the level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt before a judge or a jury could find you guilty, sir. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have the right to go forward, sir, but you've indicated through counsel that you want to take advantage of the offer that is made by the prosecution, where that charge would be amended and reduced to operating while visibly impaired as opposed to operating while intoxicated. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
You pleading guilty because you are guilty, sir?
Pleading guilty, yes, sir.
I said, are you pleading guilty? See, the reason I asked you this question, Mr. Mascaro, is people come before this court all the time and they say, I want to plead guilty. I'm not guilty, but I just want to get this over with. You see, I cannot accept a guilty plea from a person who is not guilty. That would not be justice. That would be convenience. And this is a court of justice, sir. That's why I ask, are you pleading guilty because you are guilty as opposed to, I just want to get this behind me?
I understand. I do apologize. I would like to reframe my answer.
Okay.
I'm pleading guilty because I'm guilty.
All right. All right. Counsel, for a factual basis, can I just use the complaint?
Yes, Your Honor. We'll stipulate to the blood results of 0.144.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 147.
147. And certainly, sir, this did occur on 9/11/2022 in the city of Detroit. That your client was stopped by police officers, and I'm not sure. And he had a blood alcohol, as you put it, 0.1. You said 0.14.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You accept that as for factual basis, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, counsel.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Very well. All right. Sir, court will find you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of operating while visibly impaired from the original charge of operating while intoxicated. We're gonna have to send you, you're gonna have to have a pre-sentence report done, and you're gonna speak with the probation department for that, sir. What date, do we have a date for that, counsel? I mean, Madam Clerk.
I'm sorry.
We gotta send him to the probation department for a pre-sentence report.
It should be in the shoot date. 11/29.
All right, so we're gonna bring you back here for 11/29 for a sentencing. That's your sentencing date. In the interim, You're gonna have to contact the probation department and they're gonna do an assessment. They're gonna do a background investigation, make a determination, evaluate you to make a determination what would be appropriate in your case. The council, I'm gonna give you the number to the probation department so you can set up an appointment. That's
Sure.
gonna be 313-965-3414.
Thank you.
All right. And Madam Clerk, you said we're gonna have them back on 11/29 for sentencing.
Great.
Got
Thank
that,
you, Your Honor.
Mr. Carl, Council? We're all set?
Yes, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You as well.
Sergeant Lewis, you are free to go. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, and thank you, Your Honor.
We're
Thank you,
ready.
sir. Sergeant Lewis, stay safe out there.
Will do. Thank you, sir. You too.
Attorney Hatcher, are we keeping the trial date for Miles or she's taking the plea?
She's gonna take the plea.
Okay.
All right, Miss Sandra Miles.
Yes.
All right, please raise your right hand and state your full name, ma'am.
Sandra Miles.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Miss Miles. Miss Miles, you have ticket number P11511311. The People versus Miss Sandra, Sandra Miles, Miles. Miss Miles, you have 2 counts. Both are misdemeanors. Count 1 is disorderly conduct. Count 2 is violation of curfew. Curfew. All right. The People have indicated, Ms. Miles, that if you pled to the disorderly conduct, they would offer you a 3-month delayed sentence. That simply means you would get a fine today. You would have time to pay it. At the conclusion of 3 months or 3 months from today's date, which would be January the 24th, if you have paid your fine and you've not picked up any other charges, this matter would be dismissed and it would not be on your record. Is that what you understand, ma'am?
Yes.
Your Honor, it's actually supposed to be with respect to the curfew violation, not the disorderly.
No, she wrote on here, the Ms. Rogers on the, what she had, maybe she discussed something different with you. What she wrote on here was count 1, which was the disorderly.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It should be the other way around based on our discussion.
Okay, well, I mean, certainly that does happen with sometimes when people have discussions and the attorney exerts their influence. Sometimes it is changed.
Yeah, she wasn't present at the incident, so I don't. She can't take a plea for disorderly because she wasn't disorderly. This is in reference to a minor she has guardianship of.
Oh, so the violation, okay, all right. So this is more allowing someone else to do something that was, because I was looking at this and I was wondering, like, I don't know how old Miss Miles is, but certainly I don't believe that she's underage. So
Correct.
So okay, I can see that probably discussion came up probably with you, and this offer was already written. So, but we can switch that. So, Ms. Miles, on the date of, well, you understand, are you pleading guilty today, Ms. Miles, of the violation of curfew because you are guilty of that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You understand you don't have to plead to anything. You can take any of this to trial. You understand that, ma'am? And it's your decision to go to trial, ma'am?
No, I don't want to go to trial. I'm going to take the plea. It's for the
Your Honor,
Okay.
today
crime that I
was
got
the trial
garbage.
date.
No, yes, Ms. Miles, I was simply asking because I have to put on the record that this is your decision to take the plea and not go to trial. So I wasn't trying to talk you out of it or anything like that. I just want the record to reflect that this is your decision, that you're pleading guilty of your own free will. And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, Ms. Miles?
Yes.
Ms. Miles, on the date of July 3rd of 2023, were you the parent or guardian of individual that is underage?
Yes.
How old is the individual, ma'am?
She's 16.
She's 16. She's 16 today.
Yes.
Was she 16 on July the 3rd of 2023?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Miles, she was issued a ticket at 2:01 a.m. in the area of Everett Street and King Richard Street in the city of Detroit. Do you know that?
Yes. She's at my son's home.
All right. She was where? At your son's home?
Yes.
So was she, when she was at your son's home, okay. Was she out in public, ma'am, or was she at your son's home?
She was at my son's home.
Ma'am, was
Miss,
she at the block party in the street in front of your son's home, the illegal block party?
She was in front of the house. Yes. She was in front of the steps.
Ma'am, were you present when she got the ticket?
I was. When I came to.
You were present at the scene when she got the ticket?
They called me. My niece called me and my son called me while the police were there. And when I got there, they were standing in front of the steps and he was talking to her. I wasn't
Right,
present.
but when the police wrote her the ticket, were you present at the scene?
No,
So you don't know exactly where she was at the time they wrote the ticket?
Well, let me phrase it a little bit differently, Ms. Miles.
Yes.
Did you allow her to be out and in public, as a person underage?
No, definitely not.
Okay, all right.
Well,
Counsel,
we can just have them come back, Your Honor. I did discuss this with her.
yeah, I actually think, okay. I also often have concern when a parent is required to plead to something where they actually didn't control it. So I have my concerns what the evidence would show and if Ms. Miles is responsible. So I think this is the right thing to do. Let's see. We still have the officer here, right, madam?
No, it's gone already because we
thought, oh, we got a new trial date?
Yeah, remember, because Ms. Miles had come off.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, Ms. Miles, we've got a new trial date for you. And it's, what was that date, count?
January 12th.
January 12th, okay. All right, I actually wrote it in the file already. All right, Ms. Miles?
Yes.
All right, you're gonna come, is January the 12th at 9 a.m. a good day for you to come back?
Yes, it's a good day.
Okay, then we'll have your trial on that date now. And
Okay.
quite for, yeah. All right then, man, we'll have you back on that date. Good luck to you. We'll see you on January the 12th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Be safe, ma'am.
Thank you.
I wish you well. Wish you well. All right, we'll see you on January 12th.
Okay. Bye.
All right, man. We can turn off YouTube now, Madam Clerk.